The biggest myth about footwork in tennis is that it's all about speed. And yes, in tennis, it's good to have speed. I wish I had Michael Chang's speed or Rafael Nadal's speed, but you don't need that type of speed to have good footwork. And speed is only a small portion of what footwork is all about. Footwork has many, many components, many multi-layered facets. And if you look at the definition of what footwork is, it's simply how you use your feet on the court, and you are using your feet a lot on the court. And so this video is inspired by a commenter on one of my videos. He's a troll, basically saying that I'm slow. I look slow, and I shouldn't be coaching or teaching tennis because I'm a very slow mover. And that is a little bit true in the sense that I am slow. I am slow in that I don't have that type of speed, that top level speed in my game, and I never had it. I remember back in high school, my teammates kind of made fun of me, saying that I power walked into every stroke, or I ran like a bird. But I knew they were just teasing a little bit. But I knew in the back of my mind that even though that I didn't have great speed, I'm not going to win any races anytime soon. I know that I have pretty decent footwork. So what are the components that you need in order to have good footwork? And one component that I think you really need is the ability to push off on your strokes, so push off on any stroke, your forehand, backhand, your serve, your volleys. And so here in this case, I'm the one serving here. And if you notice, my left foot here is pivoted up. I'm pointing my toes up so that I can deliver a good weight transfer, right? I'm rocking back to my right foot, putting my weight on my right foot. And then as I start to serve, I put my weight on my left foot again, and then go into my serve, basically pushing off with both feet now in my pinpoint stance. And that allows me to have some decent power and decent control on my serve. And I was able to get this out wide serve in. And again, on my ground stroke, right, you need to be able to push off. And now I'm pushing off with my right foot, right? I'm in this open stance, right foot, and I deliver this short ball to the open area. Also notice what I do with my left leg. I'm kicking it up high, and I talked about this in a different video where I'm using my left leg as a reactive break, meaning I'm swinging hard through my right side, but I'm using my left side or my left leg to kind of brace myself a little bit and keep the control on my stroke. So I'm using both feet in different ways, and that involves footwork as well. And I was able to get this one in for the winner. Another component of good footwork is your ability to decelerate and accelerate. So decelerate into your shot and decelerate into your recovery stance or into your ready position. And the same thing for acceleration. Acceleration into the shot, towards the shot, and acceleration to your recovery. So you need both those skills in order to have good footwork as well. And so I wanted to showcase this. It also showcases my speed here. And when I was running for the ball here, I thought I was super fast, but on video, it does look slow. It does look very slow, right? So here, Scott serves. And I managed to return this ball in, and Scott delivers this powerful forehand cross court. And here is where you need some defensive footwork skills or deceleration skills with your feet. And I am in this very open stance position where I really have to stop and hit this ball very defensively. I'm just doing a chop, just trying to get this ball back. And you have to hit these balls sometimes in a very open stance position. If you've seen, obviously Novak Djokovic can hit something super open stance. He's just flexed out wide, almost doing the splits. Iga Swiatek as well. A lot of players, they have this ability to just get their legs out wide there. And this is probably the widest I can get. And you need to have this. You need to have this if you want to have good defensive footwork skills. And so I managed to get this one back. And you need acceleration as well, right? So here Scott performs this drop shot. And yes, you do need speed, right? You need speed, decent speed to get to a ball, but you also need acceleration. And acceleration's a little different. It's your ability to try to get to top speed as quickly as possible. So the acceleration must happen once you recognize that drop shot, right? It can't happen when the ball bounces or, that's too late. You need to accelerate right away, and you need to have that acceleration skills. That's part of footwork. And so I accelerated to the ball, and I managed to get it back. And again, you need to decelerate after this shot, right? So you need to be able to recover and just stop. And this is where I stopped, right around here. So you could see that my foot has turned. You need to put on the brakes. And that's what you need in tennis. Again, it's not all about speed. Can you stop on a dime? Can you just stop and get back into the next shot? And that is a big part of tennis and a big part of footwork. And so I stopped, and this goes over my head, and I managed to get this ball back. And maybe Scott was a little surprised that I got it back, and I managed to win that point. So you need to have good deceleration skills and acceleration skills, and that involves split steps, stopping, and accelerating into the shot or decelerating into the shot. And so these are needed in footwork as well. And a lot of these things are not about speed, right? Yes, I demonstrated speed there. It wasn't great speed from the looks of it, but you can still manage to get a ball back with some good acceleration and good deceleration skills. So there's so many other things I could talk about in regards to footwork, and be sure to check out my YouTube playlist on footwork and agility. But basically we haven't talked about running around your backhand to hit a forehand, cutting off angles, loading, approach shots. These are all components of footwork that don't necessarily involve speed. So don't get trapped into the myth that footwork is all about speed. You could look slow. You could look slow as me. You could look slower than me. And I would consider you to be having good footwork if you have the ability to push off, decelerate, accelerate, do split steps and recovery steps. These are all very vital components to having good footwork. So, if you look slow on the court, but can still cover the court, I think you have pretty good footwork. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.